Morning, folks. So this morning I got on TikTok and I noticed somebody posted a video stating that um people said in their comments that they have BPD, which if you don't know what BPD stands for, it's borderline personality disorder. And she said in her little TikTok vid that um she had to go through all these hospitalizations and medications and whatnot before she was even diagnosed correctly with BPD. But yet these kids can just come on social media and say, oh, I have BPD, or I have PTSD, or I have ADD, or I have whatever mental disorder that seems to be the new flavor of the day. And it made me decide to say this. Mental illness is not a fad. It's not like a new piece of clothing or the new song or, the hottest band that everybody's trending on, okay? Having a mental illness is not trendy. There are those of us out there who suffer from mental illness. And yeah, we may make jokes. Oh, I don't suffer from my insanity. I enjoy every minute of it. But those are jokes made by people who actually have the mental issues, and they say that because if you don't laugh at this sort of thing, you're going to drive yourself into a very dark, deep depression. Now, everybody gets depressed, and I understand that. It's life. But there are those of us that when we get depressed, it doesn't last for a couple hours. Heck, it doesn't even last for a day. It lasts for weeks, months, and in some other people's cases, maybe a year or so. That's depression, my folks, or what they like to call a major depressive disorder. That's what I have. But I'm not on here to brag about my mental illness. Anybody who knows me or has seen my videos knows that I have a mental illness. And yeah, you people can joke about it. I saw the comments, even though they may have been suddenly deleted before I could respond. I saw the comments. I've seen the comments in my videos. I've seen what you people think of me, and I really don't care. It really takes a low human, a human so low in their humanity, to make fun of somebody because of their mental illness or a learning disability. And I don't care what you people say, I will go on record stating that, yes, saying the R word is just as bad as saying the N word. The only difference is, folks, is that the people that the N word upsets are allowed to use it. But the people who the R word upsets won't use it. They won't even use it when they're talking to themselves, amongst each other. Okay? So I'm sorry, yes. The R word is just as bad as the N word. I'll let that sink in. So, before you go around throwing the R word at a white male, don't come crying to me and bitching to me when I turn around and call you the N word. Okay? It goes both ways. And don't be crying the equality bullshit with me. Because even if a homosexual calls me the R word, you best believe I'm going to turn around and call them a faggot. Let's not mince words, people. Because the R word, to me, is just as offensive as those words are to you. Now, no, I have not been diagnosed mentally, but I do have a learning disability. It does make it a little hard for me to learn new things. I'm a little slow. But that word still hurts. And it also hurts when I see other people who suffer from a mental disability, who get who get bullied by people who say they have the same exact mental disability or illness. And I'm sorry, you don't. I'm sorry, kids, but if you have PTSD, I want to know what traumatic, stressful experience you went through. Not something you saw on TV, not something you heard on the news, not something that you read in a book, not something you saw on a movie. Experienced yourself. Went through it yourself. Then you can tell me you've got PTSD. And all you kids who want to say that you have BPD, which is borderline personality disorder. If you have that, then I want to know how much medication you're on. You tell me the meds they put you on. Because trust me, being diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, they don't give you just one pill. They don't give you just 2 pills. I've been on 20 different medications for a myriad of different types of mental illnesses. When they told me I had BPD, the doctors had me on 4 different medications to try to figure it out. And if you ask certain people, there are certain people who think I have borderline personality disorder. I don't think I do. What I do have, I have attention deficit disorder. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I have MMD, which is a major depressive disorder. And I have psychosis. So, yeah, I'm well aware of mental illness and how it affects people. The real versus the fake. Because you don't know what suffering from a mental illness is until you've had to been hospitalized for it. When it's gotten so bad, your depression, hallucinations, voices, when it's gotten so bad that you want to take your life and you have to go into a hospital, that's when you know you have a mental illness. When you just have that point in your life where you can't take it anymore. No matter how many pills you're on, no matter how much therapy you've been through. I've been there. I've been there. Sucks. Sucks a lot, man. This is why I smoke. Because I went on the whole drug thing. I self-medicated. I was an alcoholic. Some things just don't work. And yes, I still suffer from my mental illness. I suffer from it almost every day. Some days better than others. But it's there. I digress. I've been talking a lot here. So folks, kids, do me a favor. Don't lie about having a mental illness until you know, until you've experienced it. Because this is no joke. This is not a fad. This is not a trend. It is a very serious thing that a lot of people deal with on a daily basis. I love you all. Peace. Much love to you. God bless you all. Stay happy, folks. At least do the best you can.